Hey everybody, it's me, MiaFran again. Welcome back to my channel and to another A3 review with Chantal.
Hello.
We're back for another week, and oh man, this is our last Autumn Troupe episode.
It is.
It was sad.
That's okay, because we're about to get our winter
I know,
boys.
we're gonna get the Winter Troupe. I'm excited, because I really like the Winter Troupe play. I think it's a beautiful play.
I'm excited, man.
And I like that now we're gonna be like complete basically because we're gonna have the Winter Troupe. But I like seeing how the Autumn Troupe play, you know, like what it looks like, because I never really had an idea of like what it was gonna look like unless you watch like the chibi version of it in the game, which I rarely do.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched it for the Autumn Troupe. I know I watched it for the Winter Troupe because I cried at the end. Even though they were all in chibi form, but still.
The little chibi forms are so cute, though.
Yeah, they're so cute. But I don't know. I don't remember why I didn't watch it for the Autumn Troupe. But I liked seeing, like, you know, the different sets. I love how they did, like, the fight scenes. Where it just looked like effects. Like lighting effects instead of like having other actors on stage. Like, I think that's really cool. They have the budget to do that. I wish we could have done that.
That was pretty cool, man. Because I always wondered about that, how they would do that. But I guess our questions is the answer.
They're probably just timed. They probably have a good tech crew.
I think so.
Because that's all lighting effects. So they probably it's because it looks like it's pre-recorded, like, you know, moves. They just have to punch at the right time or move at the right time. So
yeah,
or the you know, the tech people, the lighting technician or something just has to press a button and like it switches from like the shadows doing one thing to another thing where they're getting hit or whatever. Because again, they probably have the money for that kind of effects. Even though they're, you know, just little effects like that, they have, you know, at least enough money to get someone to do that for them. But I thought that was cool.
it was.
It wasn't something that, like, I always thought that, like, it would. I mean, because in the game, you have extras.
Yeah,
like, you have,
so I assumed that we were just gonna see extras.
You have the ensemble.
Yeah.
The rest of the cast, so I mean, I guess they just also maybe they just didn't want to animate like 5 other cast members. But it's still a cool lighting effect that you can definitely pull off if you have, you know, the right effects. But we really got to see like their ad-libbing. Their ad-libbing, man. Like I feel like each troupe is more comfortable with like ad-libbing as they go on, which I feel is a little risky. I mean, it's the last show, so you know, you can ad-lib a little bit. It's fine. You're never really, you know, it's the last show. As long as there's no closing night pranks or anything, like that would be mean. That was a rule we had to follow, like when we would sign like our little contract or whatever for participating. Like you couldn't do that because that would be like breach of like contract, like.
I did not know that was a thing, man.
Well, for us it was. I mean, every company's different, but for us that was like part of the rules. Like it was just to, you know, like make sure nobody does anything like, you know, cause harm to somebody else. Because I mean, it was kids, so
yeah,
you want people to come back and participate. So
right.
But in terms of ad-libbing, I mean, if the director says it's okay, I mean, why not? Just do it. And it's like, it's the last show, like, who cares? As long as it still makes sense. But they're all trying to, like, outdo each other on stage. You know, it's the last performance, so Which is why I was like, damn, you know, Bandri, if there's a chance that you can quote unquote like get back at Juza, now's the time. And he took that chance and like actually punched him in the face.
Dude, right? That poor boy Juza.
I know, Juza was kind of like, okay, I guess this is happening.
Because he was surprised that it actually was a real punch. I can't remember if it was Taichi that was like, oh my god, that seemed like it was a real punch.
Yeah, he was like, that looked real. I'm like, yeah, because it was.
It was.
It was a real. But I mean, he understood immediately, like, oh no, this is like, this is real. It's gonna make it seem more realistic, more believable. And I love like how they end the play. It's just him being like, well, this is gonna be interesting, and then he just runs off. I'm like, oh, that's such a great, what a great ending to the, like, to that play.
Right.
Like, I just think that's really cool. I love when plays end like that, where it seems like there's still going to be some more adventure going on, but like, nope, the lights go down and the curtain goes down if you have a curtain, and that's the end.
It was good, man.
Yeah, it was a good play. I really liked it. But more on the drama, the tea that we now get, are gonna get in the future. So, of course, the members of God Troupe are like, "Hey, Taichi, hey buddy, you gonna do those things you said you were gonna do for us on closing night? I can't wait for this final show." And he's basically like, "No, fuck you guys."
That's when Juza and Bandri are like,
I know, they're like,
stay away from our boy.
Yeah, they're like, don't fuck, you fuck with him, we fuck with you. So kindly please go to your seats.
And that's when Tasku finally finds out.
Yep, he's like,
that
wait, what?
People aren't so great.
God Troupe ain't all that godly.
So he quits.
Yeah, he quits.
I wonder what's gonna happen to him.
I wonder if he's gonna join another troupe that might be looking for new members. I guess we'll have to find out next week.
Right.
But yeah, even Taichi is like, yo guys, thank you for saving me back there. I don't know what I was gonna do. And they're like,
so sweet,
you're our boy, man. We got you. We got your back, dog.
Right, it was so sweet because Taichi's like so like thank you.
I know, cause he's like, you know, nervous and worried that like, you know, he's gonna, you know, like that they're mad, you know, and they're not, cause he came clean, he told the truth,
and now they protect.
Yeah, they protect, they attack. Autumn Troupe's always got your back. I don't know. But he even confessed to Yuki and said, like, I'm sorry. I'm the one that, like, ruined the costumes. And Yuki's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna punch you, but he doesn't. He's just like, here. I'm gonna work you to the bone to make the Winter Troupe costumes with me. Which, honestly, making costumes is a lot of fun, so. I would love doing it. If that was my job, that'd be fun.
Can't wait to see what the costumes look like animated in the next.
I know, me too. They're gonna be really cool.
They all look so cute instead of just their little sprites.
Right? We're gonna see them. Oh, it's just gonna look really cool. I'm excited. I'm ready to cry, because damn, that chibi version of the play made me fucking just... Why does it gotta be so sad? I guess I kind of spoiled like what their plays are always about. The Winter Troupe's more like dramatic,
yeah,
serious plays.
Lots of sad backstories too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, oh my god, yes. Winter Troupe has such sad, sad boys in it.
See, like right now that we're talking about Winter Troupe, everything's like coming back to me about Azuma, Homare, Sumugi.
My god, man.
I am ready to cry.
Yeah, dude, same. I'm ready to cry, like, all over again, man. It's gonna be tough. But like, I mean, mostly this episode was the play. I mean, it started off with Bundy's like actual portrait.
Yeah. Which finally we get.
And it was really good.
Which it cuts off in the middle what he was gonna say, what his biggest regret was, and then the OP starts, and I'm like, God damn it. Guess we'll find out later in the episode. It takes a while. I think it was like halfway through the episode that he says it.
Yeah, because when that happened, I was like, okay, well, you better, like, I hope it's gonna show him saying it.
And it does.
Otherwise, people will be confused, so they did, which was good. Because honestly, when I like rewatching it, I was like, I couldn't even remember like what it was originally in the game. I don't remember what it was, so it kind of had to, I'm like, please refresh my memory.
I don't even remember.
When I was watching the episode, I was like, please, I really hope you do say it, because I don't remember what it was.
Mondays was the one that I couldn't remember what his biggest regret was, because I don't even know if they mentioned it in the game, or if they did. Maybe they did, and I just completely forgot.
I'm pretty sure it was like, he's like, my biggest regret is not taking things seriously. Like anything seriously.
Which now he does.
Yeah. And
then Kyo, Juza, and Bandri sleeping.
Oh yeah, that scene was great.
Dude, the whole time, like, Bandri's all, like, cozy and everything, and freaking Juza's, like, with his feet out. I'm like, my dude.
I know. How do you sleep? Like,
I was so distracted the whole time. I just wanted to, like, pull the covers and be like, dude, you're gonna get sick.
Dude,
I don't know how you can sleep like that.
Like, okay, I will admit, I will sleep with one foot out the covers.
Yeah,
but not both.
Both is, like, too chaotic, man, for me.
Especially when it's actually cold.
Yeah.
But I also usually sleep, if it's really cold and my feet are freezing, I sleep in, like, fuzzy socks. So
Me
it doesn't matter if, like, my foot pops out of the sheets, but most of the time, it's, like, one. Never both.
Juice is a weird one, but that's okay. I still
love
him.
And then he just, they're talking in the middle of it, he just starts snoring.
And because Bandri's just trying to have like a nice little heartfelt conversation in this.
Yeah, like he's actually trying to talk to him for once, and then he like hears him snoring, and he's like, oh my god, are you asleep? Did you fall asleep?
Because they were making fun of each other, like, well, you yell out an idol's name in your sleep, and he's like, well, you snore.
And then he immediately starts snoring.
That was good. Poor Bandri. He just wanted to be, like, honest and sincere for once. Trusa just goes and falls asleep. It's the thought that counts, man.
He really tried, man. Yeah, right?
Speaking of Juza, we got a character introduced.
Oh, yes.
Our second season 2 boy.
I did not think they were gonna show him, but now that you mentioned it, I'm like, yeah, but they showed Chikage like way back when with the Spring Troupe, so like.
But with Chikage, we did see his sprite though.
Yeah.
In season 1, we didn't see Kumon, so that's why I was like, oh.
Yeah. So Kumon's the purple-haired dude, who was looking for his seat in this episode. That's Kumon. He comes in season 2. Well, it's called season 2 of the game story.
Which I guess we can't really say because they never mentioned why he's there.
Yeah, he's just there. Don't worry about it.
But I think if you look at him clearly, you can kind of see the resemblance.
Yeah, but he's sitting next to Azuma.
That was like really surprising because we do see Kumon in the game. Like, not his sprite or anything, but Juza. I guess that's not really a spoiler, I guess. Because Juza gets a call from Kumon.
Yeah.
Once the show is over, he's like, oh, Muku, come on, let's go say hi to Kumon. And they just leave it at that. But we never see, like, his sprite or anything.
Yeah. And they finally admitted that Muku and Juza are cousins.
They are, which is why Muku goes along with Jusa to go see Kumon in the story, but not in the anime. They did. I was sad that they didn't animate that, but that's okay, I guess. I was still happy to see Kumon.
But now we got to see Azuma though too, because they cut out the part of them like meeting him earlier.
Yeah, they changed a little bit of his introduction. I think he takes the flyer. Like as soon as the show is done, he's like, Mankai, huh?
Yeah.
So he's there sitting and watching. Along with Kumon. Little does he know, man.
Yeah. See, I'm mentioning Azuma because he's my favorite Winter Troupe boy. Man, he's not a boy. He's a grown-ass adult, but...
Yeah, grown-ass adult with adult things to do.
Yeah.
Which we will explain.
Yeah, they'll explain that later, but we'll clarify.
Next week's episode is
yeah,
gonna
for
be
sure.
interesting.
But... yeah, I was surprised that they
animated my boy, and he only had a few lines. I love Kumon. I can't say too much because he's a season 2 character, but
right.
I freaking love him, man.
I think the season 2 characters are pretty interesting. They're each of their stories so far have been pretty interesting.
They have, but I mean, come on. You're showing Chikage, you're showing Kumon. Why not give us a season 2, man?
I assume they are since the English server is like putting out the season 2 stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the Japanese server has had it for longer than we have. We just got it barely. We celebrated the 1-year anniversary for the English server.
So I assume we're gonna get a season 2 of the anime.
I hope so, because I want to see more Kumon.
I feel like we are, just because like I'm pretty sure the Japanese fans would probably be like kind of mad that you're not showing the season 2 game characters. Like if you're gonna go out of your way to like animate them and put them like as little Easter eggs in the first season of the show, like you should probably just do a season 2.
Right.
Get the story out there.
I'm so excited.
Me too. Hopefully by the end of this, there'll be an announcement for a season 2.
I hope so. Like, please give me season 2. That's all I want. I want to see all the chaos that happens.
Me too. Oh man, especially because my boy Masumi gets a good chunk of the Spring Troop story in season 2, and it was really good, and I cried.
Some wild stuff in the Spring Troop.
And I really want to see that animated. I want to see his Oba-chan. I want to see his grandma.
And my poor boy, come on with this anxiety.
Oh my god, dude. Ugh.
Sad boy hours, man. And I can't say anything about the Autumn Troupe because I'm still continuing the story at the moment. Trying to unlock all the chapters.
Me too.
But yeah, little thoughts so far on season 2 of the game.
Yeah. I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to say because, like, this is the last episode for the Autumn Troupe. So, like, you know, they kind of wrap everything up really easily. And it's mostly the play. Yeah, and next, you know, we're gonna get new introductions and stuff for the Winter Troupe.
Don't forget, Izumi and Sakyo had a moment.
Oh my gosh, yes! That was...
We cannot forget.
He said it. He said it.
He admitted his feelings, but then he's like, just kidding.
He's like, well,
no.
What if I told you that kid? Well, because he, like, you know, pats her on the head and she's like, stop. He's like, you know, when we were little, you used to like that.
He's like teasing her.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
What if I told you?
I still like her?
What if I told you that kid back then was my first love? And she's like, Nani the fuck? Did you say?
And that's why he says, just
I'm
kidding,
just
you're
kidding.
too gullible. I'm like, no.
I know, when he said that, I was like, you fucking liar.
Lies, man, lies.
You still...
But they're reminiscing.
You still love her, you dummy.
They're just like thinking back of how it started off with the spring troop and now he's a part of the autumn troop.
Yeah, that was cute. And he's kind of like, you have to take responsibility for doing this to me, for like making me this way. And she's like, okay,
cute.
I will.
It was a good moment, a good ship moment.
See,
man.
when a guy tells you, you have to take responsibility for how you're making me feel and act, like, you should be proud of yourself. Like, if a guy ever tells me that, okay, yeah, I'm sold. Like, yeah, okay, I will. Like, that was quality writing right there.
It was.
Okay, now, other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I just gotta wait for next week. The Winter Troupe, I'm excited.
Winter troop introductions.
We'll get to see all the weird, chaotic energy from like half of the boys in the Winter Troupe.
I'm curious if we're gonna see Hisoka, because he doesn't come in until a little bit later.
True. Maybe he'll show up at the very end of the episode.
Because they find him, but it's
Yeah.
it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Which we'll dive into that whenever that happens. But I overall did enjoy it, even though they cut a whole big chunk of the Autumn Troupe.
Yeah.
I think they should have made it like 25 episodes for this season and not just 12.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's just too much to dive into with the Autumn Troupe, and then the Winter Troupe, there's a lot too. They're the most heavy plot-filled ones.
I know. How are they going to do all of the Winter Troupe stuff? Because there's a lot of stuff that happens.
So I am scared a little bit.
There's a lot of, it's not extra stuff, like, it's part of the main story because it's how they all, like, bond together, but I'm sure they're going to cut stuff out from that part specifically.
Yeah.
With the urban legends kind of thing.
Which is why I think how we felt like, oh my gosh, that was fast that we got Omi's and Saku's portrait, like, so quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably because they cut a bunch of stuff.
They'll probably speed up the urban legends thing. If they're gonna keep all of them in there, they'll probably do like two of them like in one episode, and then like focus on another one for like an entire episode, and then focus the rest on like what's happening with Winter Troupe. Because some real shit goes down. Because we saw at the end of this episode, before we end this, the fucking the God Troupe dudes are like, oh, we're gonna challenge them.
They're plotting something
to like an act off, and we got to see what their theater looks like. Their theater looks very nice from on the outside.
It looks
like I didn't know what it was gonna look like, because like you see the inside in the game, but you don't really see the outside. I think it looks like your standard like fancy theater. Like a lot of the theaters in like the West End in London, like they look like that on the outside. They're all fancy looking. Not all of them, but a lot of them look like that. Or they're in like a fancy looking building.
Interesting.
And I've never been to Broadway, but I'm sure some of the theaters look like that too. Not all of them, but maybe some of them. I've sat in many a theater. But yeah, so it seems like they're going to challenge the Monkai Company, which is a big plot point with the Winter Troupe.
It is. Along with all the other stuff that they gotta overcome.
So I'm sure that it's gonna focus mostly on that. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. How they're gonna adapt it. But
yeah.
The play for the Winter Troupe is really good. It's like, again, their stuff's like super serious and like really dramatic and kind of dark. Like they have like tearjerkers, because you know the Spring Troupe, they just do like twists on classic stories. Summer Troupe, they're the comedy guys. Autumn Troupe is like the action oriented stuff with a lot of fight scenes, and then like Winter Troupe is like, we're the serious melodramas. Like people are gonna die in our plays. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to hear what their ending song is gonna sound like, and what the OP is gonna sound like. How different it's gonna be.
All I'm gonna say, Sumugi sounds so sweet, man. In the OP. His voice is so nice and calming, and it also blows my mind that he voices my boy in Twisted Wonderland. So, did not expect that, man. Anyway,
But I'm really curious about the ending song.
for sure, me too. It's definitely gonna be a good feeling vibes because that's what their music is
Yeah.
always like.
Yeah.
It's not like super rock and hardcore like the freaking Autumn Troupe.
Yeah.
To be fair, the Autumn Troupe's music out of everybody's, I think, is the best.
I like a little bit of all of them. I'm not like super picky. Not saying that you're picky, but like I can't choose like a set favorite, if that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Like I like, you know, if it's good, it's good.
I'm like Autumn Troupe all the way, man. Maybe that should tell you what type of music I listen to.
I mean, I like certain types of music too, but when it comes to like music in like anime or like J-rock or J-pop or whatever, like I'm not like, I'll listen to anything.
Yeah.
Western music, however, like stuff from Europe or like the US and stuff, that's what I'm like really picky about.
Have you listened to Homare's song?
No.
It's very Homare, that's all I'll say.
Oh no. You'll have to link me.
I will. It's like the first time I heard it, I was like, of course. This is very Homare.
The most chaotic of like all of the characters in this show, in this
Pretty
series.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
Alright, then I guess we'll go ahead and end it here.
Yes.
So, thank you guys so much for listening. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. What did you think of this episode? Are you looking forward to the Winter Troupe? What are your thoughts? Did you like the Autumn Troupe? Who's your favorite boy? Please let us know in the comments below. And subscribe to Chantal.
Thank you.
Give her a sub, give her a follow. And, you know, all of our links and stuff are in the description and in the end card as well. And then also, like, follow us with the podcast and subscribe to the podcast. I promise the October episode is coming. I'm sorry. I've just been really busy doing other things. I'm gonna edit the episode. It will be here soon, I promise. Thank you for joining me once again, Chantal.
No problem. It's fun as always.
Yes. So then, guys, have fun, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.